Public markets have been an integral part of urban life for thousands of years, acting as the beating heart of cities around the world. From the bustling Agora of ancient Greece to the vibrant Pike Place Market in Seattle, public markets have shaped how cities function and interact. Let's dive into the story of public markets, how they evolved, and the impact they still have on our lives today. The concept of a public market dates back to ancient civilizations, and few places exemplify this better than the Agora of Athens. Established around the 6th century BCE, the Agora was much more than a marketplace. It was the epicenter of social, economic, and political life in Athens. This large, open space was filled with stalls offering food, goods, and crafts, attracting people from all walks of life. Covering approximately 30,000 square meters, the Agora was strategically located at the city center, making it easily accessible. In ancient Greece, the Agora wasn't merely a place to buy and sell, it was also a space for political discussion, civic engagement, and public debate. Citizens gathered here to hear speeches, engage in philosophy, and participate in democratic processes. In many ways, the Agora was the birthplace of Western democracy, hosting discussions that would shape Greek society. The Agora embodied the idea that a public market could be more than an economic hub, it could be the social and political heart of a community. As cities in Europe grew during the medieval period, public markets became central to urban development. Medieval markets generally operated on a weekly basis and were strategically located along trade routes, allowing cities to flourish as trading centers. For example, Bruges in Belgium was famous for its central market square, the Grote Markt, which became a major trading hub for merchants from across Europe. The success of markets like these helped medieval cities thrive, stimulating both population growth and economic expansion. The Industrial Revolution brought rapid urbanization, changing the nature of public markets. By the 19th century, many cities had permanent indoor markets, adapting to the growing urban population. Les Halles in Paris, constructed in 1850, was one of the largest and most famous examples of this. Known as the Belly of Paris, Les Halles covered 20,000 square meters and supplied the city with fresh produce, meats, and fish. The market became a microcosm of Parisian life, serving everyone from street vendors to upper-class Parisians, providing not only goods but a vibrant social scene. In the 20th century, public markets faced challenges as supermarkets, chain stores, and shopping malls took over urban retail. However, in the 1970s, cities across the world recognized the importance of preserving public markets, leading to a revival. One of the most famous examples of this is Seattle's Pike Place Market. Opened in 1907, Pike Place Market was initially a space for farmers to sell directly to consumers, bypassing middlemen. By the 1960s, however, Pike Place was threatened by development pressures. But thanks to public advocacy, it was preserved and revitalized. Today, Pike Place Market is one of Seattle's top tourist attractions, drawing more than 10 million visitors annually. It's home to hundreds of vendors, artisans, and food stalls, contributing over $250 million to Seattle's economy each year. This revival highlights how public markets can serve as both commercial hubs and tourist destinations, revitalizing neighborhoods and enhancing community identity. Today, cities worldwide are embracing public markets for their economic and social value. La Boqueria in Barcelona, established in the 13th century, is one of Europe's most vibrant public markets. With over 200 vendors, it attracts both locals and tourists, offering fresh produce, seafood, and tapas. La Boqueria not only supports local agriculture but also fosters a unique atmosphere that reinforces Barcelona's identity as a cultural capital. In Mexico City, the Mercado de la Merced is one of the largest markets in the Americas, covering over 72,000 square meters and offering thousands of different products. It serves as a crucial source of affordable food for the city's 9 million residents and sustains thousands of jobs, showing how public markets continue to play an essential role in food security. In Bangkok, Thailand, the Chatuchak market spans over 35 acres and hosts more than 15,000 stalls every weekend. Attracting an estimated 200,000 visitors per day, it has become an international attraction, drawing shoppers looking for everything from local crafts to exotic foods. Chatuchak's economic impact is immense, supporting local vendors and reinforcing Bangkok's status as a global shopping destination. In recent years, urban planners have recognized the importance of public markets for sustainable urban development. Public markets encourage walkability, reduce reliance on cars, and support local economies by providing spaces for small businesses. They also offer fresh food, which can improve public health, particularly in urban, food deserts, areas lacking access to affordable, nutritious food. Cities such as Toronto and San Francisco have integrated public markets into their urban planning as a means of fostering sustainable food systems. For example, the Ferry Building Marketplace in San Francisco, originally constructed in 1898, was transformed in 2003 into a public market emphasizing local, sustainable produce. Today, it supports over 80 local farmers and artisans, drawing millions of visitors annually. The marketplace has not only become a vital part of San Francisco's food culture but also a model for using public markets to strengthen local food systems and reduce the city's carbon footprint. Public markets have endured for thousands of years because they provide more than just goods. They are social and cultural gathering spaces, economic engines, and symbols of civic pride. From the ancient Agora of Athens to the bustling stalls of Pike Place Market, public markets continue to adapt to the needs of modern cities while preserving a timeless tradition of community and commerce. Today, as cities prioritize sustainability, walkability, and local economies, public markets are more important than ever.